Hey, I'm Chloe.
I'm Destiny.
And this week we're gonna try and nail our handstands.
I really am doing this just to see if I still got it. Do I still got it?
Woo! I used to do handstands as a kid because I think everyone did, but I haven't really been doing them lately because I'm not 10.
Back in my prime, I probably could do a really solid handstand, but I don't, as an adult, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I love gymnastics and cool yoga moves and stuff like that, and so I would love to get better because surely a handstand can't be that hard.
I haven't really been as active as I used to be when I was younger, I guess, and now that I'm in my late 20s, I want to see if, this body can still get up.
So my goal for the 7 days is to be able to get up completely straight without falling forwards or backwards. My extra little goal would be that I could start walking on my hands, but I don't know how realistic that is.
I would say my goal by the end of the week is I really want to be able to do the handstand and then gracefully come out of the handstand. I feel like all I ever do is just plop and fall. So today I'm here to learn some tips from a pro for some skills that I can use to practice throughout the week.
I'm ready to face my fears.
Hi, I'm EJ Merlin. I'm a yoga teacher in Los Angeles. I've been handstanding since I was a little kid. I love handstands because whenever I'm doing them, it brings me into the current moment. So if I feel really tired, if I feel distracted, if I feel upset, if I practice some handstands, I just feel focused on what I'm doing. It kind of distracts me from whatever and brings me a little joy, a little happiness. Awesome. I think anyone that wants to can, but you really have to have that intention. If you don't have a strong desire, then I don't think it's gonna happen. For a successful handstand, I think it's a combination of a few things. You have to have some mobility, so some shoulder mobility, some upper back, chest mobility. You also need a lot of strength in those same areas, in your shoulders, in your arms. And it's a lot of coordination to be able to balance, to be able to hold it. It's a lot of components.
So, the first day, the class that we had was a crash course in doing handstands.
She gave us a bunch of tips to get the right stance and stuff. It was so shocking to learn that I had to do it from a yoga pose and not from standing up.
And then from there we went to locking in your elbows, tightening your core, how to bring your knee all the way up to your chest. There were just so many things that were going on. I don't know if I actually put most of them into play.
I never really realized how many muscles you do use. You are using just everything.
I would say the hardest thing about that first skill was more so the pressure that was being put on my wrist. I didn't equate it to wrist aches. And so after doing it so many times, I was just my wrist hurts.
My focus for the week was just getting up straight and utilizing all the things that she had taught me.
The biggest takeaways I had from this class was to keep my hips, I don't know, what was the thing? Not, because she was your hips open. There we go, that was the word she used. After that crash course, I honestly was very much this isn't gonna work. Your girl couldn't get off the ground, could not get off the ground. Going into day 2, I was very sore, which was surprising for me seeing as I work out. So I was what is this feeling? I don't know what's happening. My arms are sore, so I don't know how this is gonna work.
The next day, I definitely could feel I had been doing some kind of exercise because I hadn't worked out in a long time. I tried to do it in my bedroom, used my bed as a jumping off point. So it was just there on my own, hopefully not crashing into my furniture. I live in a studio, it's not exactly a big space.
There was, of course, this one day that this guy decided to be in this room boxing. And so I'm don't mind me, I'm just gonna set my phone up to record me trying to do a handstand. If I fall on my face, don't judge.
I feel if I had been doing handstands from standing, I would have felt a lot more joyful, childlike, but I was just grunting and doing hard yoga on the floor. And how did you do this? Oh man. I just felt like a really unfit, piece of shit.
People make it look so easy and it is not.
I tried to switch it up a little bit, getting into the middle of the week. I'm gonna try and kick off of the wall and see if I can just do it straight up. And my nerves were absolutely not. You're not doing that. Old girl was picking her legs up and she was just And we're just like limb everywhere.
Doing handstands in the morning really does wake you up.
Ooh. Each day a little bit better. I think next time we'll focus on once I'm up, staying there and like locking in that position. Day 4, a success.
So I'm shooting a video at work today and I have a little bit of a break, so I guess I'll just do a handstand on this stage, right here, on the floor. Oh, yes!
I need to warm up. I had a very big dinner last night and I feel it like all that Korean barbecue just sitting on me. And it's not helping me get up any.
It is the second to last day and I'm in a very white room. I'm too shy to do it in front of everyone at work, so I just sort of grabbed a free stage. Holy sh**.
Hi, we're back in my favorite spot. And look who we have here. How have you been doing? That's what I want to know.
I did like a few really good ones, but I'm still doing bad ones.
Really?
Like,
yeah.
It's like
yeah.
so inconsistent. I just get tired really quickly too.
Same.
So I'm just like,
Same. Okay, I thought it was a me thing. I was like, I'm so out of shape. Oh my God. In the 7 days, I was very skeptical. I was very, very skeptical, but I could honestly see growth from the both of us. I even pushed myself outside of my comfort zone on my last day. I was like, okay, Destiny, you're not gonna use this wall. And y'all, your girl got up. That was pretty good. And I was like, oh.
I really did see a progression over the days. Like every day I got up a little higher.
Whoa, 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 I stayed up for a second, even though I wasn't straight.
Every day I managed to like do a little bit more or like have more consistency of getting up.
Oh my God, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Day 1, I could not get up at all. And then come day 7, I was getting up 3-4 times in a row.
Girl, I'm sorry, I feel like I might have.
So now we are at the end of our 7 days, so it is time to see how much progress I've actually made. I told y'all growth. I wouldn't say I got as graceful as I wanted to be, but I'm more graceful than I was starting out.
Yeah, I really actually do see a difference. Like I'm really straight in the last one and the first one, well, basically can't even get up. It's really nice to see that 7 days actually can make a difference if you like really put your little heart into it. I didn't think this much of a difference actually happened because when you're doing it, you're just progressing and you don't really see like the before and after, but this is like really cool.
I will say that this challenge has taught me like to focus, taught me to slow down, pace myself, and then leap faith.